Good morning. Thank you so much for making time to join us this wonderful Saturday. You know, we are here. We are going to be talking about something very interesting. This is Real Talk. My name is Christine Kai. Now, you know, first of all, let me wish you guys a happy new month. I mean, the month of September really flew by, and it's October now, you know. So let's make October count. Let's make every single day count. Yes, of course. So today we are talking about talent management. Remember, we always say right here on Y254 that talent ni kazi. You can use your talent to just do whatever it is you want to do and just make it in life. It's not necessarily always, you know, just about the books, the grades. Talent pia inaweza kupeleka far, and that's what we are here to talk about. And we are going to see some amazing students who are going to, you know, present some of their work. 22162 is our SMS line. Start with the word circuit, and you can also find us on social media at eCircuit TV show. The hashtag is Real Talk with Christine. So let me just introduce to you guys my guest today from Ideal School Kitengela, and his name is Karanja, Mike Karanja, and you know, he's just here with a group of very young and promising students to just tell us more about where talent can take you and how important it is to nurture talent. So do make sure you're part of this conversation. Thank you so much, Mike, for coming through. Yeah. Funny thing is, actually last week we were talking about how, you know, we need to nurture talent when we were talking about children with dyslexia, and you know, we were looking at even some of the most prominent, the most successful people, you know, in the world. They have the dyslexia, but you know, that didn't stop them, and they pursued their talent. Actors, actresses, and all sorts of people, you know. So let's just start by understanding what is talent management. Yeah.
So talent management, one, you have to know your talent. You know, when you're not able to know your talent, you find yourself doing things that are not helpful. So in our school, we nurture young talents. Once we identify a talent from a learner, we are able to bring that learner on board. We have teachers who are talented in the field of music, in the field of sports, and like last year, we had some pupils who participated in the music festival, and they managed to become number 2. So even in our country, look at people like Keboy, people like Kipchoge Keino. There are people who have gone far because of the talents. So just take this. What if the teachers did not, you know, nurture them? The talents would be still not being tapped. So today, as I speak, I have seen people who have gone far because of the talents. Because of the talents. So kwa hivyo ningeomba tu hata wa viewers wajaribu kuangalia talents, vipawa vya wanafunzi wao na waweze kuzikuza. Not just about pampering pupils with books. Let us also try to look at these talents.
All right. So Ideal School, which is in Kitengela, you're a teacher there, but of course I know you know a bit about the history of the school. So how did you guys, even before the idea of the new curriculum, you had already started, you know, talent management and encouraging talent nurturing. So really, what influenced the idea, you know, behind starting that program, and even just for you as a teacher there, you know, what drove you to, you know, to pursue that particular passion?
So I have seen various pupils who are not good in academics, and you see, you have to show them there's something out there they can be able to do. So in our school, we are able to nurture those talents. We are able to also encourage our learners that as much as you have to do something in terms of academics, you also need to make sure that you at least try to do something on your talent. So in our school, we found it necessary to bring up music, and you know, we also nurture young talents in terms of sports and so on. We have sports day and some other things. So this is basically to help our learners to break this monotony of always being in class, and you have to perform. You know, some parents are also pushing their pupils that you must study, and therefore you find that they don't have even time to to explore and know what is their talent. I'm very sure even out there, you ask most of the people, what is your talent? They'll not be able to tell.
Yes.
Because there is no one there to tell them, or to give them a chance to showcase their talents. So in our school, we both nurture children in terms of talents, and also encourage them to work hard. Yeah.
All right. So the new curriculum, a couple of schools, just a few schools have already implemented the new curriculum, which really highly encourages, you know, talent, which is divided into a number of phases. So first of all, how has that been, you know, in your school implementing the new curriculum?
So in our school, we have already started teaching the new curriculum, starting from PP1 to grade 3. And let me tell you, this is the best curriculum we've ever had. You know, the 844 system was a bit of, you know, you have to read more. But nowadays, we have various outdoor activities whereby we can have learners interacting outside the class. They are able also to develop their talent. In fact, this curriculum is all about developing the talents and also trying to, you know, be able to bring everyone on board, teachers, learners, and so on.
All right. So also at the same time, you know, like I was saying, it's been divided into various stages. Yeah. According to maybe your experience, when is the right time to you know, spot a particular gift or talent in a person? Is it better when they're older and they can understand, or is it better when they're younger? You know, from, you know, what you're talking about, the PP1, PP3, or at what particular point
teaching,
is it best?
On my view, teaching starts at home. And you see, when you identify as a parent, you can start teaching your child. Then when the child gets to school, then the teachers will be able to come and you know, chip in and help the people. So teaching starts at home, then PP1, PP2. The time the child is getting at you know, grade 3 and all the way to, right now we'll be going up to grade 7. You find that the child is already nurtured. So, but when we leave this burden to the teachers, you find that you might not be able to succeed. So everyone must come on board, the government, in fact, in terms of supplying the facilities that are needed, and more so, a lot of fund is required in terms of implementing the new curriculum. So I would like to request the ministry to make sure that right now we have a challenge of books in most of the schools. And I understand that there are schools out there, especially the public schools, which are still teaching the old curriculum. This because of maybe they don't have textbooks, they don't have the resources. But I thank God because we have a director in our school who is focused, and we have started the new curriculum, and so far there is no any challenge.
Which is amazing, which is really amazing. So when it comes to sporting talent, you know, there's a very thin line between, you know, looking at a certain student and, you know, saying that, okay, this one can sing, this one can dance, this one can, you know, is talented in learning so many languages at a go, and all this. And there's also the side where you find, especially now that you're saying that, you know, it starts from home, where you find the parent feels like, since this was my passion, I wished to be a singer, I wished to be, you know, this and this and this, so I want my son or my daughter to be that. So there's also that part where they impose. How do you?
But they should not impose. You see, talents just come automatically. It's God given. So you just need, you can sport. Look at countries like you know, the US. Look at other, you know, we have the Britain. Find that if a parent identify that this child can be able to play football, the child is nurtured in that. There's no, in fact, need of wasting time and pampering them with other things. Just identify the talent and nurture it, flourish it from the word go.
All right, so then, you know, just maybe take us through that process for you, because as well, you know, when you're working with younger children, it's definitely not as easy. They do not know that they have these talents. So like, how do you go about, you know, identifying and then growing that particular talent?
Yeah, like for example, in our school, we have cultural days. Apart from the cultural days, we also have other platforms whereby we invite pupils to come with various items. For example, we have a journalism club. So right from that, we can be able to identify this pupil can become a journalist. We have other sporting activities. We have games. So if a people is a very good footballer, make sure that you nurture that people and give him a lot of attention. And from that, the child will feel appreciated. And we also appreciate them. In fact, we award them with gifts. We also make sure, like last year, we had a platform whereby we called the parents, we give them trophies, and so on. So they feel appreciated and they feel that urge of even doing more. Yeah.
Which is amazing because, you know, personally, when I was in school, I mean, I came to know about things like journalism club in high school, and it wasn't even that active, you know, and even music. Those things were really not that active. And then in campuses, when now, you know, those clubs and those organizations are very, very active.
And you see, if you don't give these children a platform, you'll never know that they have talents. I was very happy when I saw a girl, a class 3 girl, you know, reciting a poem in front of the president. And the president was very happy. And he promised to support that girl. So that was very good. What if this girl was not given that platform? No one could have known that, you know, he has she has that gift. So look at, you know, other platforms like, you know, we have talent shows that are organized by you media people. So it's good sometimes to even invite schools because through that you can be able to identify and spot those talents.
You know, now on the other side is we have kind of empowered, you know, kids to now know that, you know, even if I'm not strong in my studies, I can also pursue, you know, my talent and be really good at it. And of course, in that there's also the danger of, you know, them saying now, I mean, I can use my talent. I really don't need to study. You know. So then, how do you deal with that?
It's just a matter of advising them. You know, you have to tell them that education is paramount, but try to balance. So try to make sure that you do well in class, and also out there, make sure you develop your talent. And don't think that a talent can take you far without education, because you also need knowledge. So first of all, I would like to encourage them. If you have a talent out there, make sure that you also work hard in your studies. That will help you also. You know, there are people who are very good, they are talented. Like I see our athletes. When they go there, they win a gold medal. Then they are interviewed. Some of them cannot be able to express themselves. So it's always good to make sure that you start by, you know, working hard in class. Then from there, you develop your talent.
Because then even, you know, if you go international, you can be able to, you know, set like a good, you know, image out there. It's not that, you know, you go on TV and you can't even, you know,
cannot be able to express yourself.
All right. So Ideal School Kitengela, what types of talent do you mainly nurture?
One, our school is based on the Christian Foundation. We have a very strong foundation because, you know, we have learners out there who don't know what are morals. So in our school, first of all, we inculcate good morals in the pupils. And after that, we are able to spot their talents in music, in sports. And apart from the 6 core subjects, we also teach French, computer, and music. So that at least we can try to nurture those young talents out there. All
right. What would you say like is the biggest you know, challenge that you faced so far in terms of absorbing the new curriculum and you know, nurturing talent? What are some of the challenges you faced?
I can say that the transition from the old curriculum, that is the 844 system, the new curriculum has not been that easy. In fact, that the government took a lot of time to deliver these books. They are not even able to even identify the publisher. So there is a lot of confusion there, which is the right book to use. And in fact that there are very many books, there are very many publishers out there, but you know, if the government identifies a certain publisher, then it will become easier. Then everyone has to be put on board. In fact that there are teachers out there who are still not trained on the new curriculum. So I think if they try to do a lot of training, and also they try to, you know, also give funds to the ministry, I think the new curriculum will run smoothly.
All right. What are some of, you know, your best talents? You know, are they here with us in studio?
Yeah, they are here with us. We have a band that represented our county in at the national level in Nyeri, and they did a very good job. They emerged position 2. They got a certificate and a trophy.
All right.
And I think the viewers will be able to be entertained by them. They have very great talents.
Yeah.
We have class 4s, we have class 5s who can play a saxophone. You know, some of these instruments, I myself saw it, you know, when I was in high school.
Yes.
But I am very happy that children have been given an opportunity to interact with some of these instruments that even graduates cannot be able to play.
Indeed.
So that is a very good job. So I think you'll be able to be entertained. You give them a chance so that they can be able to showcase their talent.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also, you know, there's of course the concern that in Kenya talents really do not necessarily pay. You find even musicians, most of the artists say that it's not until recently when you know music is starting to pay, when you know it's starting to be recognized. Things even like, you know, being a DJ, if you told your parents that, you know, that's your talent, and they would be like, what would you possibly do with that talent? You know, singing, they'd be like, what should you know, they say it doesn't pay, and all that. You know, what's your view on that?
The society needs to do something.
Yeah.
Because I think most of the people I have seen going far, most of the successful people, in fact, artists are going far. And one thing we need to know is that as much as we want our pupils to do something in academics, we also need to nurture these talents. Because the fact that, like for example, you people, if for example your parents pushed you to be a doctor, who would be here, you know, telling us about our country, what's happening around? There will be no one. So let us look at the areas of interest of our pupils and also try to make sure that we nurture them. And for the musicians and those artists that we have in our country, let us try to support them. And the government has to deal with this problem of piracy and so on. Because even the music industry is one of the things that can bring, you know, revenue to our country if well, you know, if well developed.
Yeah, and you know, also like even in the movie industry, the actors, the actresses, it's like it really doesn't make it doesn't have that international standard.
So our government has to do something. Look at a country like Nigeria. Everyone out there want to view those Nigerian movies. This because I understand that they have a lot of support from the government. So our government have to promote this in our country so that at least our industry, you know, can be developed.
All right. So I think we can look at, you know, we can have one of the students just come and, you know, we just see one talent.
All right.
Before we talk a little bit more as, you know,
about
we go ahead.
Okay.
So maybe you can just also, you know, pinpoint to us some of the best talents that, you know, you've had.
We have one case. We have a boy who presented a solo in the national level. That is last year in Kimathi University. And he's here with us. He's a boy who's playing a trumpet, and we can invite him to come and present that song. So he's known as Ibere, Moses Ibere.
Yes. All right. All right. So we will be able to still, you know, see what your students do, but nurturing talent is one thing, and discovering, and you know, but now, you know, training, because I imagine you have to practice, because practice makes perfect. And how do you, you know, help these kids be able to keep going? And you know,
okay, our school is a boarding school, so we have a lot of time on Saturdays and Sundays, so whereby we come together and we do a bit of practice. Okay.
All right. So just like once in a week?
Twice. We have on Thursdays we have clubs and societies. So we have several clubs. We have journalism, we have the music, we have drama, we have debate. So during that is at 2 o'clock. So we do meet and do a bit of practice together. All
right. So then, you know, of course, also just share with us maybe your social media handles, so that as we continue, you know, people can also interact with us.
In Facebook, I'm Michael Michaels. So Instagram, Michael Michaels 4. All
right. And Ideal School, you also have a Facebook account?
Ideal School Kitengela. That's all.
All right. So I mean, we can have you can of course call out one of your students to just come.
So let's
and
have
do
Moses
something.
Ibere.
Yeah, to just come and do something. We are saying, we always say right here at Y254, talent ni kazi, and the sooner you nurture this talent, the better, because a lot of young people also are out there, wasting a lot of time. And I would also want you, to talk about the fact that, people are talking about there are no jobs, there's nothing to do, jobs are difficult to find, and so you find even people getting into crime.
In fact, let me tell you one thing. When God created man, he did not create you without a talent. So everyone out there, you have your talent. Please work on it. So when you work on it, it can be able to earn you a living. So not necessarily that you have to seek employment from a company, or maybe move from one place to another looking for a job. So your talent can be able to meet all your needs and so on. So please, if you're out there, you have a talent, work on it. Don't sit on it.
Sitting on it.
Don't sit on your talent.
We're always encouraging, because even the crime rates, the excuse is that there are no jobs. There's nothing to do, but really is that
like
the
there are
case?
those comedians. I like when I see comedians who are coming up. And maybe you understand that they came from scratches.
Yes.
So maybe they went somewhere, they were able to present a certain item, and then maybe someone identified them. Now, and they're able to earn a living, and up to now, some of them are in the media houses, and they're entertaining people. And from that, they're able to earn a living. So if you're out there, you have a talent, please don't sit on it.
Don't sit on it.
Don't sit on
Yes.
your talent.
So I mean, we can listen into that.
So Moses.
Yes, Moses.
Moses.
So Moses is in.
He is in class 7.
Yes.
In fact, he's a very talented boy.
Yeah.
Very confident, as you see. Yeah.
Okay. I'm very interested in seeing this, because these opportunities really were not there when we were growing up.
Yeah.
And it's so amazing to see that now young people can do this, and he's here. So
he needs a
hi.
start.
How are you? Okay, let's use your mic. So you're in class 7. All right. So what's your talent? Playing the trumpet. Okay, I want to listen into that. So, okay, go ahead. I can hold this for you. All right. So we'll give him just a few minutes to get
a trumpet.
Another trumpet. But in the meantime, as I get one for you. Okay. You ready? Okay. All right. So we will atatengeneza, and then we'll be able to do it. But is it something that you love? Ni kitu unapenda?
Yes.
You enjoy doing it?
Yes.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
A racer.
A racer. All right. That's interesting. And so what about this particular talent? What will you do with it?
I'll just be playing it.
Yeah. There's you can do events, you can do all that. I mean, but your teachers are there to guide you, which is really amazing. But thank you for for that. You'll come back definitely with the other students, and just tell us a bit more about that. All right. So just as we wind up, just a final word, especially to the young people. even if you know you are not, you already grown up, and you know you never got the opportunity to nurture your talent or
Yeah.
discover your talent
Yeah.
when you are pretty young, and maybe what would be your word of advice?
To the young people out there, let us develop our talents. Let us not move up and down looking for jobs
Yeah.
when you have a talent. So that talent can make you a millionaire, it can make you a billionaire once you work on it. And make sure when people are called upon to showcase their talents, we have several platforms. We have the Groove Awards, we have the other platforms. So please come out and make sure that you show your talent. Maybe there's someone there, someone out there who is looking for someone to sponsor. So, and if you maybe stay at home, you always be looking for a job, and maybe you have something that can be able to take you far. So let us work on our talents. Yeah.
All right, yourself, do you have a talent
Yeah, I have
that
a talent.
you? Yeah.
I'm very good in praise and worship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you sing?
I sing.
I
I also want to pursue something in journalism. I like journalism, and I know
Yeah.
in a few years to come,
Yeah.
I'll be in one of the media houses.
All right, welcome to our field.
Thank you.
It's good. We love it.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
it's a wonderful job. All right, thank you also so much, Mike, for coming through and just sharing that with us.
Yes.
And of course, we encourage people out there all the time here at Y254 that talent ni kazi. So don't sit on your talent and don't think that you don't have a talent. Every person has a talent. So just make sure you find out what is it that you are so good at, and do it, because you never know where it will take you. So of course we will end the show right here, but of course we'll leave you with something from the students. They prepared something very nice for us, so we'll make sure we listen into that. But of course sorry,
So maybe for a parent out there
Yes.
who is looking for a school where maybe the child's talent can be
sure,
nurtured,
yeah,
I will come into a school, Kitengela. We are in Kitengela Township,
all right.
near Total Petrol Station.
Yes.
So feel welcome.
Thank you so much for that. And thank you so much for staying tuned. My name is Christine Kai. I've been your host on Real Talk. Join us next week. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we are preparing something very nice for you to just create awareness on that particular issue. So see you next time, and let's enjoy what the students from Ideal School have prepared for us. Bye.
Thank you.